Alright, so dito na po tayo sa field. Ito po'y trial din po ba to? Or
this is for demonstration.
demonstration.
For our
Yan, demonstration. Okay, sir. So ito po yun. Paki-discuss natin, sir.
So ito po yung tinatawag naming healthy rice garden. So nandito po nakatanim yung mga low GI and ultra low GI rice varieties na pinoprogress pa po namin at talagang tinetest namin yung GI nila at yung yield at iba pang agronomic properties. So dito nyo po makikita yung mga low and ultra low GI. So iba-iba po yung properties nila. Yung mga rice dyan, iba long slender sila, yung iba naman short tapos bold. So kasi gusto namin i-cater yung iba't ibang consumers na may iba't ibang preferences. Also, pinadami din po namin yung properties ng rice plants na nakatanim dito. Merong mga tall, may mga short. So depende rin po yun sa preferences ng farmers. And also yung maturity. So nagtanim na po kami ito ng mga early, medium, and late maturity na properties ng plants para depende yun sa need ng farmers or kung nasaan sila.
Gusto mo bang matuto ng agribusiness, crops, livestock and poultry, aquaculture, at ma-inspire sa mga success stories? Agribusiness, how it works! As a YouTube channel, Agribusiness features entrepreneurs, farmers, organizations, OFWs, investors. However, beyond our usual content and official endorsements, Agribusiness does not engage in other business dealings with them. While our viewers and featured individuals and entities may choose to pursue business deals with each other on their own, we encourage them to be cautious in doing so. This September, join us for a day of 6 panel discussions, exhibits, business socials, and dinner. Learn from agriculture's top experts and explore the ideal farming venture for you at Agribusiness Connect, happening at Elements at Centris, September 28, 2025. Doors open at 12 noon. Don't forget to register through the link in the video description box or simply message us on Agribusiness Facebook page. You may also text us at 0917-827-7770. Strictly no walk-ins. Meet the Agribusiness Connect panelists. Rice and corn, high-value crops and orchard, smart farming and precision agriculture, livestock and poultry, aquaculture, mechanized farm machineries. See you in Agribusiness Connect. Agribusiness Connect. Agriculture in full view.
So this partnership is very important because government has recognized rice can be positioned as a not only for food security but also for nutritional security, and there is a bigger prospect that such low GI rices can be disseminated for wider consumption. So there will be two elements. One would be how Filipinos can be benefited with such a low GI rice as a dietary intervention. And second is some of the countries, there is a premium for such varieties because consumers are willing to pay more.
Yes.
So, and this can also open up through agribusiness where we really need to develop a market linkages. And we need to brand it, and also we need to see how such branding can be positioned for export and also for wider dissemination as a premium product. So I think we would have to kind of take up maybe a future activity to see on one hand when we are bringing into high yielding background without any compromise on the yield. So it can reach to the wider public for benefits in terms of health benefits. The second is maybe Philippines can also establish a future market for export as a premium product. For that we really have to work with the entire value chain.
Yeah. So the field trial is already in Cagayan and Isabela. How about in other countries?
Right.
No trial yet?
So we strategically picked 2 countries in the beginning to pilot the technology. So what we talked is really around Philippines.
Philippines.
In addition to Philippines, we are also testing and working in India. Because the ultra low GI, what we have developed, it's in medium slender background, and one of the variety which is very widely consumed in southern part of India. So that's where again we have been engaged with Indian government, and there we are trying really to set up end-to-end value chain, because variety seed chain is only one component. We need really a processing technology,
Yes.
we need a branding technology, we need actually a marketing channels to be linked to that.
So it needs a specific processing technology for the rice?
So it is a regular processing like milling technology, but if you really want to position it as a premium, we need high-end milling technologies like Beulah, Satake. So these are very high-end processing techniques where breakage can be minimum, better drying conditions, better milling conditions, and also coming back with a better packaging and branding. So that is where now we are helping Indian government to set up a dedicated end-to-end value chain for promoting such low GI varieties. A processing factory being set up in the state called Odisha in India, and where we are bringing in different stakeholders like farmer producer organizations who will take care more on the production side. Then at the factory, such processing facilities are being set up, and we would really like to empower women as micro entrepreneurs to really take these technologies and work. And they don't just stop at the level of just milled rice as a commodity for better branding, but from the broken rice they can make different food products. And we are also developing the technologies in the food science area, where from the broken rice we can make different food products where still low GI properties can be maintained. Like for instance, making semolina, then making extruded products, cookies, various prototypes are being done. And in that processing facility, all these low GI food products can be produced by women with the self-help groups, and also some of them who would really have potential, we will try to connect with the private sector who will be able to bring marketing channels and embed themselves to support marginalized players like self-help groups as well as farmer producer organization. So these are 2 different models we are testing and piloting at the moment in Philippines and India. And from these learnings, we can then see which of those combinations of technologies can be picked as we move forward.
But what about the certified seeds? It's already available. I mean, if farmers are interested, it's available.
Yes. Part of the project would be to certify the seeds as well as to produce registered seeds. So right now, the line that the variety that we have planted in Isabela and Cagayan is already certified, and the farmers can get the seeds directly.
So this variety name is called IRI 125. So this is really a low GI variety currently being piloted. As Ruben said that this is a released variety, we are rebranding it as a low GI, but then to ensure that it has really a low GI characteristic feature, we will be doing traceability studies. So from this piloting experiment, and then we will be able to really generate the data and claim that these are really low GI purified seeds. And from that data driven evidence, then we can look into the next steps.
I think there will be a lot of people will be interested too, especially farmers as well.
Indeed.
And because it's a niche market actually.
Yes. So I think we would have two responsibilities. So one is maybe how to make sure that the value what we create, it will reach to the farmers, the benefits at the paddy level, so that premium goes back all the way to the farmers.
At least not 6 pesos.
So, but then that's maybe a short-term one where we can position it as a niche market. But then there is also an element where remember that I explained to you that we know the genes, we have now the pre-breeding technology, we can convert any variety. So that means there is really a potential for wider dissemination. So if there are no trade-offs with yield, if you can bring that into multiple backgrounds, so we can make it available to the regular consumers, and that's where then it can shift into the next phase where such technologies governments can work to make sure that it is available to all the consumers, including the low and middle income community. And I think that can be a medium term goal what governments can set aside as we move forward.
So because of the technology, it's possible that sooner or later all rice will be low glycemic.
That is the aspiration, right? So because now we know the genes, we have the phenotyping methodology, we can put this, try it into any background, like through regular breeding. So I think these will be the opportunities when we move forward into the next steps.
Are we looking of how many years from now that will be realized?
So I would say we are already able to test it in multiple backgrounds. So a few varieties what we are positioning low GI being piloted in Philippines as well as in India. So we are looking at 3 to 4 varieties now, but we would really have the possibility to take up introgression into multiple background, and we can expand the country preferences. So I would say 4 to 5 years would be a good target where we can look into the potential expansion.
At GMO?
This is inbreed.
Inbreed?
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's not hybrid, it's inbreed. Yeah. So once we have these seeds, and of course with all these piloting experiments, farmers will have the seeds and then they can preserve, they can cultivate.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yes.
But it's something that it's easy to grow if you're a rice farmer already.
Yes. So these technologies will be really available with the farmers, and there is a mechanism where we can empower. So IRRI would really look forward to work in conjunction with PhilRice as well as with Department of Agriculture to support the next journey. So you see that this is really a low GI with a 50. So currently this is the variety which is being piloted in the region 2. Mr. Ruben was explaining to you that these efforts are being done with Department of Agriculture and PhilRice.
Yes, Doc.
And we do have the next generation material where ultra low GI with a GI of 44 and below.
So it's even lower?
Even lower, yeah. So this will be the second generation varieties which we can test it. So these varieties have not yet been released. So we will work with PhilRice to see whether we can take up the multi-location trials, and if they find it suitable, they can then release such variety. And then likewise low GI, we can also position the ultra low GI as the next generation of material.
Wow.
And this is really additional variety what we have developed, where in addition to ultra low GI, we are able to add more protein. So instead of 8% protein, we have 16% protein. So these are all the next generation healthy rice varieties what IRRI has developed. And we have started with low GI, but there is a potential that we can continue to test other healthier rice varieties what is in the pipeline.
Interesting.
And from the broken rice, we also have been making supplements. So this is like a protein supplement, which is equivalent to whey protein, with essential amino acids is present in that supplement. So we are looking into the value addition, how broken rice from such ultra low GI and high protein could be used to come up with a protein supplement.
So this is more healthier than the real protein from the meat, from the animals, because
yeah,
it's
from the whey
plant-based.
protein. Yeah, plant-based protein.
Wow.
Yeah, I think those are all the different food products what we are preparing, like these Nutri-Dense cookies. So these are mostly for the breakfast. These are made from pigmented rices, where it is rich in anthocyanins and flavonoids, and we can use that as a breakfast item. So the factory what I mentioned in India, the production facility, so in that all these different food products will be produced in that processing facility.
Wow. Alright, so dito na po tayo sa field. Ito po'y trial din po ba to, or
This is for demonstration.
demonstration?
For our
Yan,
visitors.
demonstration. Okay, sir. So ito po yun. Paki-discuss natin, sir.
So ito po yung tinatawag naming healthy rice garden. So nandito po nakatanim yung mga low GI and ultra low GI rice varieties na pinoprogress pa po namin at talagang tinetest namin yung GI nila at yung yield at iba pang agronomic properties. So dito nyo po makikita yung mga low and ultra low GI. So iba-iba po yung properties nila. Yung mga rice dyan, iba long slender sila, yung iba naman short tapos bold. So kasi gusto namin i-cater yung iba't ibang consumers na may iba't ibang preferences. Also, pinadami din po namin yung properties ng rice plants na nakatanim dito. Merong mga tall, may mga short. So depende rin po yun sa preferences ng farmers. And also yung maturity. So nagtanim na po kami ito ng mga early, medium, and late maturity na properties ng plants para depende yun sa need ng farmers or kung nasaan sila. So for example, yung mga farmers na nasa mga coastal areas, so syempre mas gusto nila mga late maturing yung plants nila para hindi agad masira. So meron naman na iba na bitin sa patubig or kailangan ng konting water lang. So doon naman ino-offer namin yung mga early maturing rice para mabilis silang mag-mature at mabilis ma-harvest. So depende po kung ano po yung need ng farmers. So for example, sa Philippines, so si Ruben i-discuss niya ano yung mga na-deploy na sa Philippines.
Sir Ruben.
So currently, kasama sa tinanim namin, hindi lang yung mga lines na na-produce namin, no, yung nakatanim dyan. Kasama din syempre yung mga checks natin, yung mga variety na na-release sa Philippines. So meron tayong 2 low glycemic index rice na check. So yung 2 yon, it's already been released, but nire-rebrand lang natin for low GI. So one is ERI 125. Tawag namin dito ay ERI 125, but the release name is PSBRC 86. So yun yung currently na nakatanim sa Isabela at sa Cagayan.
Okay.
Then we also have ERI 147 or NSIC RC 182. So yun naman yung isa pang low GI rice. Yun yung naunang na-discover ng group namin na low GI rice pala siya. But right now, we are still testing it. Pinadala namin to sa India as well para i-test din nila doon. Meron din kaming yield check. So para makita din namin para ma-compare din namin sa yield ng high yielding variety yung mga na-produce naming lines. So sinama rin namin dito yung ERI 154, which is NSIC RC 222. So itong NSIC RC 222, kilalang kilala to ng mga farmers natin kasi nga mataas yung yield nito. Lagi nila tong ginagamit sa pagtatanim.
Gustong-gusto nila. Yun ang gusto ng farmer, no? Yung maraming ani.
Yes.
Laging ganun ng ano. Sir, ito ngayon, kung i-describe nyo, ano pong itsura itong rice na to na nakatanim? In terms of, malaki ba siya? Mataas ba siya? Ano po yung characteristic?
In terms of height, halos lahat na nakatanim dito, medium height lang
Medium
naman
height
sila.
lang mga to.
So kasi ang parents nito ay yung medium height at saka dwarf height. So, nung pinagsama namin sila, nakapag-produce kami ng halos lahat yan, nasa medium height. Yung,
So ito ideal to for Filipino farmers.
yes, ideal yan for Filipino farmers. Madalas gusto nila yan. Kasi pag masyadong mataas, madaling mabuwal ng bagyo.
Yes,
yun.
bagyo.
And mataas to yung yield.
Yung yield nito ay comparable, of course, kapag sa NC-RC222 natin i-compare, mas mababa. Pero yung yield niya enough naman siya to sustain. For example, dun sa ERI 147 ERI 125 sa Isabela and Cagayan. So meron na ring yield studies 'yon. Sa saline tolerant environment, ang average niya lang ay 2.1 tons per hectare. So, ang maximum lang is around 4. Dito, around 4 lang din ang nakukuha namin kapag tinatanim namin sila dito. But, nung tinanim namin siya dun sa Isabela, it ranges from 5 to 6 tons per hectare.
Tumaas.
So, mataas siya.
Ano po yung
So,
bakit nagbago? Ano yung tingin niyo na naibigay doon sa plan?
actually, depende yun sa environment eh. Depende
Okay.
sa growing conditions niya. Maybe, it's just a maybe. Maybe mas maganda yung growing conditions doon sa Isabela rather than doon sa ibang mga environments.
Yeah.
Especially sa saline, sa maaalat na environment.
Okay.
Mababa talaga yung pagtubo ng halaman doon.
Oh, I see.
Gusto niyo ba lakarin?
Pwede natin puntahan
Pwede naman.
para may
Pwede nating
makita
lakarin.
Ingat
tayo
na lang
isa.
po ba?
Sige po.
Currently, nasa harvesting stage kami.
Yes, nasa
Medyo
harvesting.
na-lodge din siya ng bagyo, no nakaraang bagyo. Kaya kaya ganyan yung itsura niya. Matigas yung pilapil ngayon. Buti naman.
Oh, matigas na.
Di ata red.
Samba.
Yan. Samba Masuri, ito yung isa sa parents.
Parents.
ng GI. So premium kasi to, premium rice variety to sa South Asia. So ito yung parang ginawa namin isa sa parent para ma-acquire niya yung magandang texture, tapos magandang itsura ng rice. So ito yung namin, kinumbine namin dun sa breeding namin, dun sa crossing.
Ito yung para makuha mo yung masarap siya.
Yes, yung masarap, yung palatable, na hindi siya lasang karton or matigas, gano'n.
Lasang karton talaga.
Ito yung ito na lang yung natitira kasi siya late maturity siya. So
Oo.
ito na lang yung standing crop namin ngayon. At
Oh, I
kinakain
see.
na siya ng ibon.
So marami pa.
Okay. So Doc,
Buti matigas na yung pilapil.
anong pinaka doctorate mo, Doc?
Ako po nag-PhD po ako sa Germany ng more on plants, molecular plant and genetics po yung aking
Talaga. Genetic talaga.
yes po, sa mga halaman ganyan. So ngayon na-apply ko po siya talaga sa rice. So, ayan,
So hindi lang basta rice, hindi lang rice, even other plants.
yes, ibang other plants. So, pero nag-focus po ako sa rice. Kasi parang kahit anong mangyari, kakainin natin yung rice eh. So,
Si Sir Ruben, anong doktor ka rin, Sir Ruben?
Pa?
Doktor ka rin?
Hindi pa po.
Malapit na.
Masters of Science in Chemical Engineering po.
Wow. Grabe. Magdo-doctorate ka.
Opo.
Anong
plano po
mo?
ako. More on data science po.
Anong rice ito?
so ayan. Ito po, isa sa, mapping population, Ruben.
1379.
So ngayon,
IR.
ngayon po kasi hindi kami tumitigil talaga mag-develop
Mapping
pa
yan.
ng mga low GI rice varieties. So mas ini-improve pa namin sila, mas pinapadami namin yung characteristics ng mga rice na may low GI. So ngayon, ito po yung isa sa mga plants na dinedevelop pa namin further, na hopefully one day ma-deploy po namin siya sa Philippines and sa iba pa pong countries na gusto nila magkaroon ng low GI rice. So ito po yung isa sa, wala pa po siya talagang, kanang codes pa lang siya kasi nasa ongoing pa po yung aming yung experiment.
Nakalagay po dito, low GI mapping
Yes, mapping
population.
population. Pero
ano pong
na-sure,
ibig sabihin nun?
low GI po, ibig sabihin, low GI po yung property niya, mapping populations. Tinatanim po namin siya ng ilang seasons hanggang ma-fix po namin siya. Tapos kapag na-fix na po namin yung lines, yun, saka po namin siya i-deploy sa varietal release na po yung kanyang
I see.
end product.
Matagal po to, Doc, bago ma-release.
Actually, meron kaming ongoing project for varietal release of this mapping population. So meron na kaming na-identify na dalawa na lines for release. Depende sa approval ng project. But if it would start at 2026, the project will end by 2028. So by 2027, meron nang na-release na variety.
Yes.
Wow. Grabe.
So hopefully parang sa mga inasal sana. Joke lang. So, bawal pala magbanggit ang brand. Ano lang pala sa mga Anli Rice.
Pero imagine nyo, ito na yung dumadaan doon sa mga natin, yung na shortcut na, and yet 10 years more or less yun pa rin yung lalabasan.
Not really 10 years. Kung na-shortcut na natin through one rice breeding strategy, mapapaikli na natin siya. Hindi na siya yung dati pang breeding cycle na pina-follow natin.
So dati kung 10 years, mga Sir Ruben, ilan na yung tinitingnan
kaya
natin
natin
years
ma-shorten.
ngayon?
Actually, sa isang breeding cycle, 2 years na lang yun
2 years na lang.
Yes.
Wow.
So ito rin
Ito
po,
naman.
another plant din po to na low GI. Yes, isa rin po tong low GI. So kung titignan nyo, medyo magkaiba yung itsura niya dun sa isa. Kasi ngayon nga po yung ginagawa namin. Gusto namin na iba-iba yung kanyang plant height. Kasi depende po yan sa need ng farmers talaga. So ayan, for harvest na rin po kasi siya, kaya
sobrang mature na niya.
Oo, mature na
Mature
siya.
na.
Yes. So
Pero parehas silang time na naitanim or magkaiba?
Sabay-sabay.
Sabay-sabay.
kami
So,
nagtatanim.
mas early ito, mas late yung kabila kanina.
Yung Samba
Opo,
Masuri,
yes.
so late yun talaga, yung nasa
Yes.
dulo.
So yung harvest po nila yung iba-iba.
Yung harvest ng iba-iba.
Ito rin,
Ito.
ito naman po ay naman siya, maliit naman po siyang
Maliit.
halaman.
Oh, I see.
So, kung titignan niyo po yung kanyang characteristic, medyo iba dun sa nakita niyo po sa Kasi yun nga din po yung namin, tapos yung grains din po niya, medyo iba din po yung medyo, hindi po siya long.
Mas maliliit,
yes,
no?
Yes, mas maliliit po yung kanyang grains.
Pero medyo maliit nga yung konti yung bunga.
Actually, ang preferred po talaga ng mga farmers usually, mga semi-dwarf, yung medyo hindi sobrang tangkad, hindi rin naman sobrang liit. Kasi pag semi-dwarf sila, mas mabilis. Pag maliit kasi, mas madami silang magkaroon ng panicles.
Oh,
ganyan.
I see.
Yun. Saka, especially sa Philippines, kasi nga, yun nga, sabi nga ni Ruben, pag binagyo yan, tutumba.
Oo.
Pag matatangkad, kaya gusto nila yung medyo maliit ng konti.
Ultra low GI.
May mga check po kasi kami para ma-compare po siya lagi.
Chine-check na lang.
Opo, for example, yung ibang check po, yield check, yung sabi nga ni Ruben na yung yield, ganyan, yung kanyang appearance. So, kino-compare namin yung yield ng aming low GI dito sa iba pang check. So, pag nakita namin na comparable, siya po i-move forward namin. Pag hindi siya comparable, hindi po namin siya i-move forward sa next season. Kasi yung mga farmers, parang first priority talaga nila. One of the top priorities yan yung yield, no? Consumers naman kasi gusto nila yung healthy.
Masarap.
Kaka-harvest lang po namin this week.
Oo.
Pero kung pumunta po kayo mga last week, madami nyo po makikita.
Bago yung bagyo.
Ito yung yung matagal na nag-uulan, yung parang almost a week.
Kasi naka-off season po ito. So hindi siya kasama sa conventional na dry season and wet season natin. So ni-request namin siya for off season para sana sumabay yung pagtubo niya dun sa mga visitors namin. Ayan, kaya ganyan siya. At naabutan nyo pa siya. Pero usually hindi nyo na yan maabutan. Ang maabutan nyo ay yung mga mabababang yung kaka-establish pa lang ng mga halaman for wet season.
Ayan. So naluto na po yung kanin. Para
Titikba natin yung kanin.
So magkakaroon po tayo ng parang sensory evaluation. So di namin i-reveal kung sino doon yung mga low GI.
Okay.
So blind, parang blind
test.
blind test.
Para malaman po namin kung talagang gusto nyo talaga yung low GI, or baka kasi meron lang, alam nyo lang na low GI kaya yun yung gusto nyo, kaya, kaya meron pa tayong testing.
Okay. And at the same time, matitest kung masarap nga talaga
Yes
siya.
po,
Yes,
tama
yes.
po. Kasi may comparable naman, meron tayong comparison, point of comparison.
So ilang rice ang titikman natin?
Mga 3 or 4.
4 or 5.
three.
Nagpasama ako ng 1 to 5 eh.
Mga 5 samples po.
Okay.
Kahit di nyo po ubus. Yung ulam po mamaya.
Diba?
yung ulam
ulam
sagot
mamaya.
ng gypsy po.
Agribusiness merch is now available on Shopee and Lazada. Agribusiness, how it works. Instruct, inspire, succeed.